Well, good morning, YouTube, and happy Friday. How's everyone doing? Hopefully, made it successfully through another week. Looking forward to the weekend. I know I am. It's actually very sunny out today. Maybe it'll stay that way for the weekend and not get super freezing cold and yucky. Who knows? Today, in our last look at diorama type games for the week, we are taking a second look at the demo for the game Lonely House, which comes out in about a week and a half. And let's see. There we go. Might help if I could hear it, right? I don't know. Oh, no, y'all can't hear it. Hold on. Well, that explains something else. There. Y'all can hear the ambient noises now. Now let's see if I can get the game to... I can't. Alright, hold on. Apparently we had an issue. Yes. Unsaved. There wasn't anything saved, so... Apparently this game does not like to be alt-tabbed out of, which might be an issue. I'll have to bring that up with the developer. There we go. Better. Okay, that might be a little loud. Go to... I mean, we want the sound effects, but not quite like that. So we can hear the sounds of the city going on in the background. We have our little building. Now, since last time, I've actually learned that there was a lot more I could change than I first thought. So we'll start with the building siding, which we can have a few different types. Got this kind of corrugated metal look, cinder block, kind of a overlap wood siding. This wood panel and brick. What's that brick? Well, it turns out you could change the doors, the windows, and you can change them individually, so they don't all have to be the same thing. So we could go, boarded up door. No, I mean, I know it's old, but come on, not that old. Let's put this simple door over here. And then for the front, well, actually, it's just going to be the front. Because I can also... Oh, yeah. We actually have different... Ooh, I actually like that better. So what else we have? That's very blocky and industrial. And there's the one we started with. Good thing we didn't make too many changes. Oh, I like that better. All right, so no, we want to go with the brick. And so we can change windows, we can change doors. I'm going to do that. And kind of like the looks of that. Huh. Okay. we'll keep the same theme going here. Actually, look, I'm gonna keep that one. No. Around to the other side. We have 2 more doors. We'll go with these simple doors on the side. And do something like that for that window. You can open the garage door, which I didn't know last time either. And there's a door in here. We can also change that. Oh wait, no. Can we? No. In the first one, you could change the interior door here. I don't think we can reach it to change it. Well, that looks pretty decent so far. All right. We need a second floor. So let's add one. And no. Kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting too, though. So it looks like on this design, we're kind of limited to 2 floors. All right. Maybe this one then. Ooh, let me change the lighting here. And let me stop the clock. There. I'm kind of torn which one I like best now. I know I said no to this one the first time, but you know what? Let's see what we could do with it. That's weird because this part doesn't seem to want to change. It's almost like it was thrown on there as an afterthought. I think I kind of like that. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. The cat will just have to live without her window for a minute. I don't need light shining right in my face. Okay, that's vastly different from the first couple I've built in this. I like that. Of course, now we need to start decorating it. And we do have a variety of things. Well, not as many as would be in the demo, obviously. Or I should say, not as many in the demo as would be in the full version. Let's start with a light. I kind of wish I could scroll in a little bit further. See, that light doesn't work, does it? That works a lot better. We have various signs. I think we'll skip signs for the moment. A little bit of plants, including some ivy, which we'll deal with later. Ah, here's something. Feel like we definitely want a couple of these up here. Oh, this goes on the side. I'm like, why is it going down? Derp. Ah, park a car in the garage, because why not? Although that garage is not big enough for that car. It's kind of funny. bike. Of course, what scene would be complete without a dog, right? And we're going to put doggo over here. Just happily watching the world. I'm going to put a couple chairs up here, like people, maybe they come up here and hang out. I do not know what most of these or any of these signs say unless they're that one looks nice though. That one's big. I feel like if there's going to be any graffiti, it's going to be down back here by the garage. What I didn't realize is you can actually layer the graffiti. So we got the scribbly looking stuff. We can layer this over top of it and get a whole different look. And then we should be able to not completely match it up, but enough that makes it look like that graffiti moves around the side of the building. Alright, let's put a little table out here. I feel like maybe there is a shop down below, like a pub or a bar, and this is where the owner lives up here. like we need to move that over. There we go. So down here we have a business. And we do need like a shop sign. I don't know what that one says. I think that works. And we can put a couple, it looks like barrels. I think that's what they are, barrels with round plywood tops. So I guess makeshift bar tables. Too bad I can't select a group of objects and move them all together. That would have been nice. I have enough space for one more. We'll put it right in the middle. I think that does that. Wonder what else they're going to add. Because there's space for several items we're not seeing in the demo. Actually, a lot of them. A lot under graffiti, I'm surprised. Let's add some details with a little bit of ivy, or a lot of ivy. We could go wild with the ivy. Not want to do that. Not a lot of options under ivy, but with a little judicious layering will be fun. Oh, this is a smaller one actually. All right. That's probably a little heavy-handed on that, isn't it? Oh well. We know where the ivy originated from then. Kind of wish I had more vertical bits of ivy as opposed to horizontal. But again, that could be in the full version. I don't know yet. Oh, good morning, Neon. Happy Friday to you. How are you? I feel like we probably should stop with the ivy now. Nah, let's keep going. A little bit more. Should probably see, this is where a thin bit of ivy would come in handy. So I could put just a little bit up here, hanging down, but I can't do that. But again, there's a whole lot of stuff that we don't see. Like we got 10 items under plants at the very least that we don't have. So I will have to live with that. I think, let's see. I think that will have to do. Put a tree in the corner there. Actually, better yet, let's put a couple of trees lining the street here. Like this used to be a slightly fancier place than it is now. And we'll put a couple street lights on the corners. Let's feel like we could have another little table over here, like a little picnic table. Don't know why, just because. Maybe just say maybe somebody stays here, but that wouldn't be much, would it? Pretty much a bedroom. Let's see. What is this? No, but it kind of has an industrial appearance to it. Oh, it's some sort of vent, some sort of ventilation. It actually would go very well right here. Of course, have to have their own fire hydrant because, of course, they do. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Power. We'll put the power box back here. Okay, they're both power boxes. That's what I thought. They're kind of block off people from walking into the car, right? I Oh, a satellite dish? What's that say? Can't see because the sun's in my face. Barov. The name of the developer, I believe. I feel like that should be on the roof, but put it up over here. I almost want to say I want to put a couple more lights up here because this would be like somebody's house. That light is hitting there. I kind of want to move the table over so it would be in the light. I'd say that's about everything we could do within the words, I swear I could speak, constraints of the demo. So, go ahead and tinker with some other settings. Okay, hold on. That sunlight is steady chasing my eyeballs. That's better. Oh, I can make the city behind it disappear. That's funny. We have rain, or we can have sunny weather. Let's do a little bit of rain. Change the time of day. Oh, we can see what it looks like at night. Not super duper lit up, but better than I thought. Let's go with something like late afternoon, early evening type of. You could change the direction of the lighting. Kind of like that. Poor doggo's sitting out in the weather. Oh, changes the color of all the trees. You can have it be like spring, and the cherry blossoms are in bloom. Summer, and the trees are just nice bright green, or kind of an autumny color. I kind of like the autumny look. Maybe because it's that time of year. And then we have like, would you close? Close, thank you. We have filters. Of course, we don't have names for any of the filters, but they're there. Kind of like that. Almost has a moody look to it. Ooh. That's very retro looking. Ooh. That's kind of neat. Old black and white with the film grain and everything. That's a much more dramatic black and white. And I'm not sure I really like that one. Pink. You know what? Let's go back to that black and white one. This kind of dramatic black and white, or maybe that's more old style. And actually, that's not black and white, that's more of a sepia. Now, I think there's only photos, not any camera, because I'd love to take, yeah, filters, foliage color, celestial body position, time of day, time, rain, and city. I'd like to take like a time-lapse photo just watching the little people go by on the blocks around. If you watch, there are people wandering around. But they never come to this block. So I guess that's why it's a lonely house. Hey, doggo. Doggo's like, what did I do to deserve sitting out in the rain? Alright, doggo. We'll put you... Ah, it barks. We'll put you over here. There. You're still watching the people go by, but now you're under the roof. Okay? We don't shock dogs here. I think that's as far in as I can zoom, too. I want it to zoom in a little closer to the dog. Alright. So we can go over here, and hopefully that doesn't ruin everything, but we can see our... Ooh, that really does look nice. I like that filter. I do like that filter a lot. And hopefully... Okay, we can. So... go... No, that's not what I wanted to do. I already did that. Okay. And now it does not want to open up again. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so you can see we only have 2 scenes we can make in demo. We have the one we just did, and we have this one that I did earlier. So you can see we've got our little bar, and that's right. I did not change the doors because I didn't know I could change the doors on this one. Pink. I'm going to go with that door. Raise the garage door here. And oh look, we can even turn on the car lights. It still doesn't fit all the way inside the garage. And we're just going through changing the windows here. Because again, I didn't know I could do that the last time I came through. I kind of learned some of this stuff as I went. There we go. I didn't really put anything up here except doggo. Got our power box already. You want this one. That right there. I hope there's going to be a lot more clutter. It's going to be fun to create clutter bits for this. Kind of surprised there isn't some sort of a fire escape you can put on it. You know what I mean? All right. Change the weather. No, the weather's sunny. Although it looks like it's been raining, doesn't it? It definitely looks like it's been raining. We'll do a spring scene for this one. It almost has a cinematic look to it. So what can we do? I like that cinder block look. And then for up here, I wonder if I should do the brick up here. Nah, that makes it very, very plain looking, doesn't it? We'll leave it at that. So that's the scene I worked on before the stream. And we made some tweaks to it. Got a whole different mood going on. Okay, so if you hold the middle mouse button, you can move vertically up and down. And of course, scrolling is zoom in and out. Right mouse button, hold right mouse button down, you can pan around. You get some pretty dramatic lighting effects here. Is that some sort of fish lens? Might be. Maybe that's why it's bugging me so much. I kind of wish little people would walk by here. You can't tell me they completely avoid walking on the sidewalk. I almost feel like I want to start another one. See what else we could do with it within, you know, the limits of the demo. I mean, we can do that. So, oops, your save slots are full. So, I can overwrite one that I've already made. Let's do that. I go ahead and delete everything. All right, we have a very industrial looking building here. And we have this one, which we just built one with that. Let's do this one. I've not used this one before. It has a very different set of palettes too. Go with that. Let's see. What's this one look like? Very industrial. And this one can only have 2 floors. I think I really like that. It looks like maybe a factory of some sort. But we are really going to grunge this one up. Come on. There. Yeah, I thought there was more options. We'll board up doors. We'll board up windows. Maybe not all of them. Some of them. Enough that we can tell the place is. Run down. This would be one of those good times for a wow, words. All right. I think we grunge the windows up enough. Now, you know what would be nice is to be able to turn these like things on their side so it looks like they're falling over. That would be nice. Color swatches, that's what I was thinking of. This would be a good time for color swatches. There we go. Not that that would stop anybody from trying to get into the building if they really wanted to, but stop time. And I've used that one before. Try something different. Don't like that one. We might, though. Definitely don't like that one. Ooh. Okay. We're really going to grunge this one up as much as possible. Abandoned. The graffiti says abandoned. Where is this box going? Alright, I guess that's as close to the building as we're getting it. Put some chairs up here, like people come up here to hang out. And I do not have anything that's like a barrel. This is the closest thing, so we're going to use it. We'll put a couple spots and like just make it look like bits of grass and nature have taken back over the sidewalk. Now here we get to go hog wild with a little bit of ivy we have. Can you tell I'm having entirely too much fun putting ivy everywhere? All right, next. All right, now for the skinny stuff. Oh, we can put it all the way up like that. Okay. Nice. We can't put it on the sidewalk too. Closest we could get is putting it on the base of the building. Okay, there's a whole section here that's like just too clean. Nah. Ah! No! I didn't want to do that! Oh no, I gotta do all that over again. Oh no! Well, at least we didn't change the first part. Yikes! Well, do not accidentally click on that. Alright, do it again. Alright, we're almost back to where we were. Okay, that's looking very much more industrial. Alright, we need to redo all of the ivy again. And this time, hopefully without deleting what we've done. Just realized I could hear sirens in the distance in the game. I don't know. Maybe that's a sad thing that I totally tuned out anything like the sound of sirens. We're, we're getting back to where we were. Still kind of a little too straight looking, but better. Oh! Oh, happy Friday. No, my audio's working just fine. No, I was just concentrating on doing this. How are you? Tired? You woke up with a headache? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Headaches are definitely no fun. You're looking at building a new PC? Oh, do tell. What are you kind of looking at? Wondering. I think I should probably stop with the ivy soon, huh? I say, and then I put more ivy in. A mini ITX build for gaming or for doing prints or what? I'm like, yeah, maybe I should stop with the ivy as I continue putting ivy. For everything. For all the things, okay. Alright. Now, we stopped doing with the ivy. I think we've covered this thing nicely in ivy. We have established that it is well abandoned. And it's got graffiti on it. It's got boarded up windows. It's got ivy crawling out of all the crevices. It has minimal lighting. Whatever factory this was, it has been closed for a while. You bought a case last night and a cooler today. You know what motherboards you want and CPU. Well, those are two big things. If you know the motherboard and CPU, do we want to put a tree on the corner? Sure, we'll put one sad little tree on the corner. I think we've roughed up this building enough. What do y'all think? Let's get a really kind of moody look to this one. Looks like no one has lived there in 20 years. Yeah, I would say this one is well and truly abandoned. Ugh, that overblows the color a lot. Don't like this filter, the sepia, but we've done that already. I'm gonna go with the more dramatic black and white for this one. Nice. Yeah, you weren't here. Let me see if I can't open up the one I started working on. Here's the other little one we worked on earlier. You plan on running Linux on the new machine? Nice, nice. I keep wishing that Steam would release Steam OS for everybody to use on PCs. So we got a little shop, maybe a bar or a restaurant down here, some outdoor seating. Open the garage door so that it's not cutting the car in half, because the car is too big to fit inside the garage. It's got a little ivy growing on it, but definitely nothing like the other building we just worked on. Yes, dog. Dog. Cute dog. And if you click on him, he barks. Too bad he doesn't have different barks. He just has the one, but still, he barks. And then up above the restaurant, let's say it's a restaurant with a bar, you got maybe the owner's house. So he lives up here. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It came with the building. It came with the building. But yeah, that's the one I worked on earlier. So I'm still kind of grungy, but at least it doesn't look like it's completely abandoned. I had another one, but well, you just saw what I did with it. Because unfortunately, we can only have 2 saves in the demo. And there is a lot of stuff missing, so you can see we have a number of items locked in the demo. Signs, furniture, tons of lighting locked in the demo. Tons of graffiti locked. Several plants locked. Several props. So we're kind of very constricted what we can do, which, that is a true demo. It gives you enough to get you curious, but locks away enough that you have to go, what else can I do? And you can set the mood completely however you want for photo taking. So let's say we want to take a photo in the early morning. We want it to be spring. Whoa, that's way too bright. Wow, overblown much. Early morning is not. Blow my eyes out, okay? Ooh, I like that. Very dramatic. And when you have everything looking the way you want, take your picture, and it even has a button that will take you to your screenshot folder so you can see what you've done. Yeah, I'm really liking this. It's definitely a moodier version of a diorama maker, although the one we looked at yesterday, if it's got a sci-fi cyberpunk theme, that's going to probably be pretty moody too. So, I think we will exit out of this, and it automatically saves. So it says, thanks for playing our demo. We hope you really enjoyed it. P.S. No pressure, but wish listing literally makes our day. Also, you can join our Discord to share your thoughts and make our game better. So, if you go to screenshots, You can see there's the, this is, let's see if I got a better picture. Yeah, that's what that building looked like before I turned it into an abandoned industrial building. It was a very nice little building, wasn't it? And then I destroyed it. Actually came out pretty good though. It's still, the ivy's still a little too squared off for my liking. It needs to be a little more rounded, a little more natural, but I like that. Oh, shut up, Alexa. I didn't even talk to you. So we'll go to the store page and we'll see some of the things that, some of the examples here. I've seen ivy like that before. What? Very squared off? It seems kind of unnatural. Does it actually do that? Some of the developers' examples. Well, you can pull out that far? That one's different. Okay, wait. So I could have put this one on a third floor. But how? Never mind. I don't want to know. We're not going back and trying to figure it out. Doggo sitting on the corner. It conforms to the edges of the building. Oh, okay. Alright, I guess that does make sense. Doggo! And there's that. I think we're back at the beginning. Ooh. Oh, so we're going to be able to have up to 5 floors when this is done. Look at that one. Fancy. For a rundown building, it's pretty fancy. Doggo! This definitely looks like not too many people stop by here. And I think we're back at the beginning now. So yeah, this comes out November 27th. So 12 days from now. I'm really hoping it's not going to be super expensive. I'm guessing it's going to be about the $15 range, maybe pushing 20. Who knows? If it's less, I would be very happy. I would be kind of surprised if it goes more than that. So they do disclose their AI generated content, and it says we use AI to translate the game into different languages. We don't have the funds for localizations yet. Thank you for your patience. If you have any comments on translations, please let us know. I mean, fair enough. If you need to translate something into another language, well, Google Translate's been doing that for years now. Not a huge deal. So there's that. And I'm debating. Wonder if Gus would be okay with me doing this. You know what? Why not? So, a while back, we stopped playing Valheim and Enshrouded. Main reason being that Gus's GPU went and he wasn't able to run those games on his old laptop. I dropped off my Steam Deck to get fixed yesterday. Awesome. That is good news. So instead of playing those, we have been playing Raft. And last night, we finally beat the game. So I don't think he'll mind if I show y'all the raft that we made while we were working on the story. He did most of the work, I'll be honest. I did a lot of the decorating, but he did the building of it. And I wanted to show y'all what he's done. Alright, load. Ooh, maybe I should have passworded it, but okay. I guess it doesn't matter, because if I'm loading it in front of you, y'all would have seen a password anyway. Oh, there we go. Gus will be happy to know that the next time he logs in, we do have the bookworm achievement. He was wondering which research we hadn't done. We've done them all. So let's start from the bottom. And welcome to our raft. Oh, that's Utopia. So there's our raft. I kind of wish it was day. It would make this a whole lot easier for y'all to see. Well, maybe we'll get a better look at the exterior once it's daylight, but might be a little bigger than the raft we started with. Got a little deck back here. Never did quite figure out what to do with it, although I think it's where we go fishing. And we could sit and enjoy the water when it's not stormy. Got an anglerfish trophy over here. Bruce bit a surfboard at the huge raft. It's actually small compared to some of the ones I've seen people build. Down here, we've got the animal pens. Need to change the battery so that the grass will grow again, but goats, llamas. Actually, the llama pen does connect in the back, so I don't know why all the llamas are over here except for this one poor little guy. Chickens. A little bed down here. It is usable, but kind of just barely. You kind of end up floating around in the middle of the ceiling, and then you have to crouch to get out of it. But I put it down here more for looks than anything. Conceivably usable. Go back here. Grab some water. Have our water or paint maker. Fuel or beehives. It's very dark down here, but, you know, nobody hangs out down at the engine. One of our two recyclers. Come up to the next level. We've got our garden out here. Of course, scarecrows. And if y'all know, if you'll ever read old Mad Magazine, you might understand what I did with these two. If not, I'll clue you in on it. Got the dining room here. Over here, got the kitchen. And a little breakfast nook. But yeah, kitchen's here. Got a clock, got a tiki piece. We're still missing a tiki piece to make a second full tiki pole. So we have bunches of duplicates all over the place. Come back in here on this side. We have our crafting area. I'll grab the titanium ingots for Gus. The second recycler. All our crafting storage. On this side we have kind of a living room. Or common area. Some music. Turn on some music for the rest. But yeah, nice big living room. Lots of books. And of course, the helm. Gus did a fantastic job with this. And like I said, I did a lot of the decorating, although quite a number of the books that are laying around were him. And I'd say about half the lighting, too. Of course, these lights here, we just got after beating the final boss. And these wind chimes. So we literally just completed everything last night. So we go up here. We take a left. We're in the bedroom. We got the beds. Got our lucky cat. Wardrobe space. Trophies, including, what is that one? Can't remember which one that is. I think that's the small rock from Caravan Island. Oh, and yeah, a bathtub off to the side because a bathtub. It's like, we may be on a raft in the middle of nowhere, but we're going to be civilized and use some soap and water. Come up here, and this is kind of like a recreation room. Oh, and here. There's the big boy himself, Bad Doggo. The alpha hyena that you fight at the very end. Add doggo. Piano. You can actually sit at, but I wouldn't be able to do that. So, but it does say, so you want to be a pianist, how to play. And 1 through 0 are your keys. You shift for a higher octave, you spacebar for a lower octave. And if you really want to, you can, do that. We won't display how bad I am at doing that, but it actually works. And here we have kind of a, balcony thing going on. Another bathtub. A couple of hammocks to hang out in. A view of the garden. Go up here. We have another sitting area. Another plank. This one has a fire pit. Place to hang out when it's a little chillier. And more trees up top. And of course, at the very top, we have the crow's nest. And by the way, I just want to state for the record, I could have happily done without that one particular jumping puzzle. Everything else was perfectly fine here, except for that one particular jumping puzzle. And if anybody's played Raft, they know which jumping puzzle I'm talking about. And I'll be honest, I still haven't managed to succeed at that. I've gotten about 2/3 of the way through it. But yeah. I love some of the decorations. There's our totem pole. So that's the full totem pole. Like I said, we're missing one piece to make a second one. So we've ended up with little bits of totem all over the place. Just random decorations, because there's not a super duper ton of decorations. Puffer. And a lot of these decorations we just got, like the hanging herbs. All the little wind chimes, and I guess these shells are probably considered wind chimes too. Even a few new plants. Yeah, it kind of surprised me. Only 14% of people have finished the game. Oh, it's light out. We could get a better look at the outside of the raft now. There you go. And I painted the outside of the raft. And most of the inside too. So the color scheme is all me. And yes, I did go with a very red, white, and blue color scheme. And this raft has exactly 100 foundation pieces. So as big as it is, it's only sitting on 100 foundation pieces. Gus did a fantastic job. Should probably drink some water. In game and as well as in real life. Have I mentioned that I think Gus did a fantastic job on this? Yeah, I think I have a couple times. But he did. And I'm absolutely over the moon with the results. So thank you so much to Gus for, well, for playing the game with me. And for the raft, the boat. I guess it's not a raft anymore, is it? It's a full-on boat. And all the fun and the giggles. And, well, for over a decade of friendship. And here's to another decade. Alright. Bad doggo. I think we have looked at it enough. But yeah, so Gus obviously can't just afford to toss $700 or $800 at another GPU right now. In fact, I don't know, he might even have to upgrade other things in order to upgrade the GPU, if you know what I mean. So we haven't been able to play Valheim. We haven't been able to play Enshrouded, which is too bad because Enshrouded got a huge update. We'll go over here. Enshrouded, Wake of the Water update. You know the drill. If you read this, use the word wet in your comment to get a virtual nod of approval from us. Greetings, Flameborn. We're very excited to finally release Wake of the Water, our brand new update which adds dynamically simulated water to Enshrouded, as well as an entire new playground filled with watery goodness and scaly evil. Vale Water Basin. Located between the Black Mire and the Albaneve summits, this new high-level area is full to the brim with beautiful beaches, forgotten temples, underwater ruins, and much more. And they have a launch trailer for it. And an update highlight. Let's see if we can run the launch trailer. Yes, we can. Oh, look at that.
I have seen prophecy, and it falls to you. This is the age of decay. This is the moment of awakening. This is the time for heroes to crack the earth, call fire from the sky, and claim the jewel of Ember Vale forever. To seize the land I could not tame, conquer your fear, forge your path, and strike at the fury of ancient malice. Immerse yourself in splendor.
Oh, Gus is gonna love this.
Trust in the deep. Pierce the shadows at your peril. And remember, the brighter the lure, sharper the hook.
And obviously fishing, oh my god.
The secrets of Vale Water will not surrender easily, for only the worthy can take back the kingdom. Flameborn, glory must be earned. Myth and legend must be built from ember to ember.
Player built by contract community.
Ignite and command the waters.
Dynamic water fill. Oh yeah, Gus is going to love this. Oh my god, he's gonna love it so much. Can we tell I do like Enshrouded just a little bit? I'm so I can't wait until Gus can play it again. Oh my god. The only other game that makes me that excited is Valheim, and I know it had an update recently. Of course, we haven't played that in a while because, well, we'll have to see if mods will work. And Gus can't play it until he can fix his computer. Oh, well, that was October 28th. They're talking about the Unity security vulnerability. There's no evidence that the vulnerability ever reached Valheim in any way. We hurried to patch the game with the necessary updates for Unity as soon as we could. We didn't make any announcements about this at the time as we didn't want to cause unnecessary alarm. But we also want to assure you that the game is safe for you to play. We thank you for understanding. So what was that Unity vulnerability? I know a lot of games scrambled to patch that, but I don't know exactly what it was all about. Oh, wow. That's a nice build. I wish I could click on it so we could get a better look at it, but dang, that's impressive. So, Void of Fervor, Bloodtooth Part 7. Oh, that's their little thing. Okay. Very funny. So they're still developing the Deep North biome. And notice that a lot of things that we were seeing with particular set of mods are slowly making their way into the game, like the bears, which is kind of interesting. Almost like maybe they hired somebody that created the mod to help them work on the game. Alright, so we know I'm super duper excited for the next Enshrouded update, but that I won't be playing it until Gus can play it. Sad face. And of course, Valheim the same. Won't be playing it until Gus can play it. And another exciting thing, Return to Moria's latest expansion should be dropping in a few days. Steam Deck compatibility just says playable. That's probably not a good sign. Here we go. Durin's Folk expansion. 4 days. Oh my god, 4 days. I can't wait. I wonder how much it's going to cost. It better not cost the moon, because the game doesn't cost the moon. The game only costs $30. So the expansion better not also cost $30. I will be greatly upset if it does. Okay, we don't need to see that. Or do y'all want to see the trailer for the Durin's Folk expansion? I can't remember if I've even watched it. I don't think I have.
This place will one day be filled with dwarves again.
Khazad-dûm is the home of Durin's Folk.
November 18th. Oh, that's it? Okay. Never mind. There wasn't anything in it, just a very brief teaser. Well, that was a quick look at the open world games that we have. You know, we've got to start a new playthrough for Return to Moria. I want to play through it from the very beginning so that, well, we see what changes that the DLC makes. And I did put up a community note for those of you who didn't catch it. We will not be playing Pal World tonight. Instead, we are going to be, well, if it actually releases when it's supposed to. I think it should. It should be releasing in under an hour. But we're going to be taking a look at the game Where Winds Meet by developer Everstone Studio and NetEase Games. Now, I'll admit I'm not exactly totally on board with NetEase, and I'm not really sure what this free-to-play model is going to look like. I mean, a lot of free-to-play games are monetized at the wazoo, so we'll see. But it says, Where Winds Meet is an epic wuxia open-world action-adventure RPG set in ancient China at the 10th century. Let's try that again without choking on my tongue, okay? Players will assume the role of the young sword master as they embark on a journey to uncover the mysteries of their own identity. Let the wind carry your legend on an epic journey to the east. And I'm really interested in the RPG aspects of it. It also looked like there was a lot to do in the game. It's a very pretty game, but then Lost Ark was also a very pretty game, and it didn't keep my attention for more than a few weeks because it just got to be a grindy, just a grind fest. So we'll see if this does the same thing or not. But like I said, that should be opening up very soon. And since there is no timer on it, because it did say like 14 hours last night, it's probably less than an hour to go. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think of this one? Is it something you would try out just because it's free? See what it's like I'm doing? Yeah, they claim that the only monetization is going to be cosmetic. Apparently, it's been running in China for a year now, and it's very popular. We'll see. I mean, again, I'm kind of iffy about this one, but it does look like it's got a lot to do, so we'll see. Basically, I'm keeping an open mind, but not so open that my brains are going to fall out. Planned release date coming soon. Well, if it doesn't release, I guess we'll play Power World tonight. If it does, we'll be playing this one. So stay tuned. I should know within a couple hours what's going on. For now, though, I think we're going to call it because we have had our final look at Lonely House demo, which releases in about 2 weeks. We'll take a look at the full game when it comes out and see what all extra got added to it. We have the expansion for Return to Moria coming up in a few days. How would y'all like to see a stream of that? I mean, like a playthrough, we'd probably be playing it for a few weeks. Let me know. Leave a comment. And of course, tonight, if things work out well, we're going to be looking at Where Winds Meet. If it doesn't work out well, we'll be looking at Power Room. And again, I'll know in a couple hours. So, thank you to everybody that stopped by. Special thank you to Neon Earth and Wolf of Midnight. And I hope you all both have a great rest of your day. And Wolf, I hope you can get rid of that headache, because headaches suck. And for everybody who popped in and out, or you stuck around and lurked, well, thank you all too. I appreciate you. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. And if y'all don't want to miss all the fun chaos on the channel, and you haven't already, y'all know what to do. All the fun clicky things that YouTube wants you to do. But once again, thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your day, evening, or night. Maybe I'll see y'all on the stream tonight. Until next time, bye for now.